Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of GTA 5. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we're actually going to be taking a look at the different predictions and rumors and stuff like that of Grand Theft Auto 6 and kind of put my own perspective on them and kind of my own take on them and kind of put my own predictions out there as well. So that's what we're going to end up doing today. Like I said, a little bit of a different video than what I normally do for Grand Theft Auto 5. But let's go ahead and get started without further ado. So the location is going to be the key thing of this game, and my tank already blew up. Are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, location is going to be the main point of the game and stuff like that. So, and no, I'm not using any mods in online. This is basically single player and PC. But location, I've heard a lot of different people say that it's going to be based in Liberty City again, which to me doesn't really make any sense because they already have Grand Theft Auto Liberty City. They have a Liberty City Stories, I believe, as well as GTA 3 and 4 were all set in Liberty City. So going back to Liberty City, in my opinion, doesn't really make any sense. And I don't see them actually doing that. But then again, I don't know what's going on in Rockstar's world. So they could be revisiting it, they could not be. It's hard telling at this point without them actually predicting anything. But if they were to actually go back to anything, I would recommend them going back to Vice City. And that is also what a lot of people have said, that it's going to go back to Vice City for their next one. For the most part, I'm not quite sure. I'm just kind of going based off of a rumor and predictions right now. I'm hoping to see Vice City. But then again, it would be kind of nice to see something new as well. So like a new city, which a lot of people have actually recommended. And are you kidding me? My tank blew up again. But a lot of people have actually stated that possibly they're going to be looking at Chicago, looking at London, Paris, Texas as well, which I don't understand that one, and then possibly going back to Vice City like I mentioned. Now, I'm not quite sure about the whole location of where it's actually going to be and stuff like that, but I'm going to be 99.9% positive it's not going to be Liberty City or San Andreas again. And then I've also heard that it's going to be basically all the maps of San Andreas from the beginning into one, which will be kind of cool. But then again, that will eat up a lot of memory and storage for you console users out there, as well as for probably PC, especially with having a map that large. Alright, so the next kind of rumor that we have going around is that it is only going to be set on next-gen consoles, which in my opinion, I kind of do see, especially with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X coming out at the end of the year, possibly to early next year, depending on when GTA 6 will be coming out, which is rumored to be coming out 2021, 2022, around that time, so like late 2021-ish. It would make sense for Rockstar to only put it onto the next-gen consoles. Now, with that being said, I'm not quite sure if it's going to be the same way that they released GTA 5 on the consoles, whereas it came out on the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360 first, then it came to the PS4 and the Xbox One, and then of course PC came last, so I'm not quite sure if they're going to do the same thing with that. That body just went fucking flying. But I'm not quite sure if they're going to end up, you know, doing that same exact thing where the PC users are going to get the game last, or if they're actually going to be bringing the PC version around the same time that they release the actual game. So that's just something that us PC users are going to have to wait on and read through the rumors and stuff like that and just make sure that, you know, if they do release it, that we're actually going to be getting it at the same time as console users, which right now no one is completely sure about. But then again, another rumor that is out there is that, which is something different, is that you can actually place items in the back of your car. Now, if you're played GTA 5 on the PC and you know mods and stuff like that, you know that there's multiple mods. As well as there's a mod into LSPDFR, which you can place stuff in your trunk like evidence or your guns or whatever. So this will actually be integrated into the game, which would be super cool. And as well as like other parts of the vehicle. So I'm assuming like if like let's say you're a drug dealer, you'll probably put like hide weed or cocaine or something in like tires or whatever, like your engine compartment and stuff like that. Like I feel like that would be kind of cool as well, especially if you're doing like a drug dealer mission, which Like I said, I'm not quite sure what the actual dialogue and storyline for GTA 6 is actually going to be. So, but it would be pretty cool if that were the case. That would be kind of cool, especially if you can actually add, whatchamacallit, stuff to your trunk of your car, like, you know, excess firearms, and just kind of keep keep that for storage, instead of, you know, be more realistic, instead of, you know, keeping like 500 weapons on you and stuff like that. So I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Another prediction is that there is going to be a functional stock market. Now, they kind of started this in Grand Theft Auto 5 because there actually is a stock market if you pull up your phone. You go online, or not email, go to online, which I think this is an online as well. So you got Money and Services, Liberty City National, and there's also a Boss Act. That's what it is. It's like markets and stuff like that. You can buy in the market and stuff like that. So they actually have it kind of started here in Grand Theft Auto 5. But supposedly Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be like a more functional stock market to where you can actually buy stock and sell stock and earn money and stuff like that, which would also be really cool, especially if you're like trying to do like, if you guys know Steve the Gamer, he does a lot of like real life stuff and stuff like that. Like that would kind of cool be integrated into that as well. Like I'm saying, these are just predictions and rumors, so they're not actually physically going to be in the game. This is just basically what people are saying and stuff, and like my own opinions on them as well. So another thing is going to be like a more immersed and expansive world. A lot of people are saying, like, going back to location, that it's going to contain Vice City, Liberty City, and San Andreas. And they kind of predict that it's going to come true because the game will likely be much larger than Grand Theft Auto 5, which does make sense, especially if they're trying to go for, like, you know, trying to upbeat GTA 5, because there's a lot of stuff that you can do in Grand Theft Auto 5, especially with, like, the modding community of Grand Theft Auto 5 for PC. There is a lot of stuff that you can do in Grand Theft Auto 5 with mods. And there's a lot of different mods that you can do. Like, you can do different character mods. You can be Deadpool. You can be Spider-Man. You can play as a cop, play as a firefighter, play as a garbage man, for Christ's sake. You can make vehicles fly. You can, you know, do a lot of stuff. You can, like, shoot cars out of guns, which is a mod that I do want to try and stuff like that. So there's a shit ton of stuff that you can do with mods in Grand Theft Auto 5. So Grand Theft Auto 6 hopefully will try to kind of mimic that until there be less mods and you can actually do more stuff in the game, which is kind of what it probably means by a more immersed and expansive world, as to where, like, and there is a mod here where you can actually get pulled over for reasons for, like, running stop signs and stoplights and stuff like that. There's an insurance mod as to where you, like, break your vehicle, you could buy a new one and stuff like that. So hopefully that kind of brings more immersion and, like, ambience to the game as well. So hopefully that will kind of bring that in as well, which would be kind of cool. Something else, another thing that I read was VR compatibility. Now that will be kind of awesome as well, but if you can't afford a VR headset, then I don't know what to tell you. Hopefully it doesn't actually fully go VR. I don't actually see them going that route, but you never know. But I feel like if it does go fully VR, they're going to be plummeting a lot on sales on the game, because not a lot of people can afford a good quality virtual reality headset. Now I know there's a lot of them out there that are cheap as well, but I feel like you'd want a good quality one, especially if you're playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and stuff like that. And there's supposed to be another prediction is more interactive buildings, which would be really cool. You can kind of go into more buildings and stuff like that. I know there's a mod for GTA 5. It's called Open All Interiors, which you can actually go into pretty much almost every single building there is. And it basically adds more, like, realism to the game, because you can just, like, walk into a house and stuff like that and just kind of claim it as your own. So I'm hoping that kind of ends up becoming a thing here too. And then the last prediction that I've seen online, for the most part, like the main predictions, is that you can actually play as a cop. Now, if you guys know GTA 5 and GTA 4 with the LSPDFR, LCPDFR mods, that you can actually play as a cop in those games, they're actually very popular mods. There's a lot of YouTubers and stuff that play them, as well as a lot of, like, a lot of non-YouTubers play that as well. So I feel like bringing that kind of aspect into the game will be kind of record breaking and like game changing and stuff like that, because you can actually have, like, the story be told from, like, the perspective of a cop, as well as not like the actual story mode for Grand Theft Auto 6, but at least like a DLC where you can actually have, like, a story mode that's kind of you know, a cop in like Los Santos or Vice City or whatever the location may be, and it's kind of told from the the policeman's perspective and stuff like that, which I think would be kind of really cool. I feel like that should be something that Rockstar Games should kind of look into, which I think would be an awesome thing. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I just kind of wanted to kind of give you guys a few predictions and rumors on GTA 5 or GTA 6, and kind of give you my kind of perspective and my kind of opinions on them. But if you guys did enjoy, do make sure you hit the like button and that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on all my social media. Everything's down in the description below. And I'll catch you guys here on the next video. Peace.